Man lives in the sunlit world of what he believes to be reality. But there is, unseen by most, an underworld, a place that is just as real, but not as brightly lit. A dark side.
Did you guys learn anything from this case? I know there's a lot of mixed emotions. Some people feel like, hey, he's dirtbag. Some people feel like, oh, Cassie wanted it. She giving a thumbs up to the freak offs, and she can't wait till the next one.
By the time they believe in him, it'll be too late.
I personally don't like being this person. I don't like being the smart one on earth. I really don't. I wish I was. And I'm not talking about anybody who watches this. I'm saying I wish I was low cognitive. I wish I wasn't really bright, because then I wouldn't have to deal with this type of stuff. And I could just be out here, having fun and stuff. I would really enjoy that, even though I am enjoying my life. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying I wouldn't have to be the pressure, on people in this one life about what are they looking at and do you comprehend certain things? Okay. What everybody should have learned from this whole fiasco is, for one, women don't hold any power in the industry. They have brought this up before. I've heard women say this, we don't really have any control or power in the industry. I truthfully believe you now, for multiple reasons. For one, how can you guys confirm that Cassie typed that or text that? Come on. Don't all speak at once. These are text messages. These aren't signatures. It's not like she's writing her name with a pen or a pencil. No, these are texts. Who knows if she even had that phone? Who knows if Diddy didn't write all of that? None of it. We don't know. They're just trying to tear a black man down. Trying to tear a black man down. What if the black man's a part of it? I mean, if you don't feel that Diddy is guilty, even though he likes rubbing man semen on his chest, I don't know. You lost me on that one. You know where else you guys lost me? You lost me when a woman can have the dog shit beat out of her in a hotel lobby by the elevator with cameras rolling. Nobody gets the tape till 8 years later. The hotel shuts down and they pay her off. This is bigger than Diddy, clearly. Clearly, this is bigger than Diddy. Because how would one black man in America have enough pull to shut down a whole hotel? Why'd they pay her off? They were already shut down. Why'd they pay her? Do you believe anything that the media tells you now that this case is out? Do you believe anything? Remember that one actress that died in the water and all they found was the baby? The baby was fine, but she was gone. What about that wrestler that he just disappeared in the ocean? He just died. What about the Friends actor that died in the hot tub? What about Brittany Murphy, Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson? Me Too movement. My body, my choice. But in this same land, you can beat the shit out of a woman in a hotel. And this is a famous celebrity, so you know this wasn't a cheap room. This is top floor. Nobody gets this tape for 8 years. I'm not saying Cassie didn't do what she did. I'm saying there's no way that we can truthfully blame her when, nigga, this person has government assistance. Shit, he's talking to Barack Obama. He's got bodyguards. He's got hotels. He's got stashes. He got all this different stuff. What was she going to do? What was she going to do? Doesn't negate all the horse stuff she did. What I'm saying to you is, why did we get the tape 8 years late? And why did this happen in a hotel? Like, imagine if this happened at like a fancy restaurant. Say you got top floor or something. Altercation happens. It's on camera. What we learned is there are psyops. But at the same time, these people that you guys put in power by fanning them, by giving them your energy, there's no way that we can deny their sex trafficking people. They have to be, because you can literally beat up people in hotel lobbies and nobody will find out for years. So what I hope people learn from the Diddy case is this is where most of this sex trafficking and that type of activity is being shuffled through. It's being hidden through your entertainment. Who told you about the strip club? And now it's got all turned up. Rappers. That one porn star, Misty Stone, she talked about she worked in a strip club underage. And this was in LA. How'd all the dope get in? Oh, the government, CIA, what the fuck does that got to do with anything else? You guys haven't done heroin and crack in a long time. You guys doing Molly's, Percocets, fucking lean, all different types. Most over-the-counter drugs, most pharmaceutical stuff, ironically. But you want to blame the CIA, even though you're purposely doing that. But who's promoting it? Ain't nobody on the street promoting that stuff. It's the entertainment. So in your entertainment, you can get drunk, you can get high, you can, get drugged. I put a Molly in her drink, she didn't even know it. And then you think about all the testimonies of all those young rock stars in the 80s that got tampered with. All those wrestlers. Pied Piper admitted to it. Rob Piper admitted to it. What did we learn from the Diddy case? Because I can see people watching the video. They're going to be like, oh, no, it's not real. It's fake. Oh, they're trying to tear a black man down. They're going to go with one of those two narratives. They're going to say the whole thing is staged, or they're trying to tear a black man down. No. I think it's like one of these from the elites. I think that's what they're doing. You can't really tarnish Diddy. Diddy was over already. Like, what was Diddy doing before this case popped out? Nothing. Nobody was thinking about no damn Puff Daddy. Him and that girl, what? Because he's tricking on her? Okay, whatever. They're not popular in the media for music. They're popular for shopping and piss. Another weird thing. The Diddy case exposed the celebrities' hands in sex trafficking, and why a lot of these porn stars OD, and why a lot of these video vixens be fucked off in the game, and why a lot of fucked off shit happens around celebrities for some reason. They're supposed to be having the best time of their life. They're supposed to be having this money and living great and all this, but they be having kids out of wedlock. They show you trifling stuff. They be promoting drugs. They be doing crime still. Be a celebrity getting locked up for life. That K dude, take K, whatever. That just happened. He just got 80 years. What did we learn from the Diddy case? We learned that females in the industry hold no power. They will literally snuff film your ass and hide it from the world. At least domestic violence. We've seen that firsthand. Okay, what about blackmail? We've been heard these stories about them putting something in your drink and then you pass out and, you know, they show you the tape and, hey, you were doing some interesting things that night. The guy, whatever, the male escort and shit. Okay. This woman supposedly is happy about these parties and stuff like that, but we literally seen her beat in a hotel lobby with the cameras right there, and nigga, we didn't get the tape till 8 years later. And then it's weird, and they're like, CNN been had the tape, but then TMZ releases it. It's like, okay, this is interesting. How many other tapes do they have? Of other shit. That's what I'm saying. Not even Diddy and Canada. I'm saying, like, how many other tapes do they have? And how long have they been holding it? What did y'all learn from this case, yo? Everything's right there. They're technically doing that shit. And if you put your kids, if you get your children involved, like, let's just keep it real, homie. Like, fuck the dumb shit, because y'all seen it firsthand. Y'all know that tape's mad old. How are they hiding ass whoopings of women and letting celebrities slide with that? Okay, so, nigga, have celebrities murdered anybody and they let them slide with that? It's not far-fetched. If you can whoop a woman ass and nothing's going to happen to you, how do we know that they ain't kill people? That's supposedly the Tupac thing, but I'm not getting into that. What I'm saying is, I think all of us need to respect our minds this year and say something to ourselves. Diddy's case wasn't about him, and it wasn't about her. It was about a big middle finger to the public. It's trying to show y'all that we can literally do shit right in front of you, where you guys should be up in arms about this. Like, that should be the whole point. It shouldn't be about racketeering and trafficking. And as you notice, none of that stuff stuck. Exactly. That didn't have nothing to do with it. You should have had him on trial for the hidden beating of Cassie. And how did we not have this tape for this long? And how many other tapes are there where celebrities are whooping on women and everybody's hiding it? Shoot, there's porn stars that say they had, written contracts about what they're willing to do, what they're not willing to do, and motherfuckers still did it to them. And they're like, yo, I actually felt raped. Like, he raped me, bro. I wrote my rules on what to do. And it's like he still did the opposite. Okay. So you're telling me you're telling me that's possible. That happens. But you see with your senses, you see with your eyes, a tape of somebody, a celebrity, whooping on a woman, and nobody knew about it. It's just hidden from the world. Nobody ever was supposed to see it. How does that happen? And how does a celebrity get away with that? Unless he's very well connected. We're talking about very well connected. Woody Allen never did time. And Woody Allen molested both his kids, the step one and his real one. That's the craziest shit. Never did no jail time. And all people made fun of was the little one that he, adopted and raised. And they're like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, he raised. But no. He molested his own child, his own biological one too, but never went to jail. Dab 7 never went to jail. You know how this chessboard game go. Of course, all the black ones are gonna get locked up. You already know that. But I'm saying, they talking about, a lot of those charges are getting dropped. Diddy gonna walk. So was it a show? Was it a show? Well, my friends, I believe it was. But it was, the joke's on us. The egg is on our heads. It is. The egg is on our heads. It's on our faces. Because they pulled this stuff in real time in front of us, and nobody stuck with the tape. Everybody went everywhere else. And he's doing this. Oh, yeah, he's connected to Biggie and Pac's murder, and this and this and that. And that. We should have never went there. Everybody should have stuck with the real. How the fuck are we getting a tape 8 years old of a woman being domestically beaten? How are we getting this 8 years later? And what else do y'all be withholding? What else do y'all be hiding? Because if you can hide this, what makes you think about it? Beating a man, whooping on a woman, stomping her in her fucking stomach and shit in the middle of a hallway of a hotel, that's pretty bad. And that's pretty arrogant. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not worried about nothing. Like, if you rented that whole upstairs or something, like, nobody would even be up there. How do you have that and not think that there's more? The whole Epstein thing. They can't release that because there's too many people still alive. There's too many people still involved. Even if Trump got cash and all them people, and people can talk all they want, like, no, they're withholding, bro. Even Trump has alluded to, like, nigga, certain shit we just can't let out. They say they didn't really give us this real about the JFK situation. It's like, it's true. They can't. How could he do that? He still has to do business with these people that are still around. So it's like, he can't give that to the American people. I wish he could. But we got something else. We got this Diddy tape, and Diddy's just a celebrity. Why would they give him that type of power to withhold something of that nature and trust him to keep her mouth shut? This is why I don't believe that she made those texts. The whole, I enjoyed the freak off, can't wait till never. I don't believe that's her. Any threats that you have from Cassie better be verbatim. Verbal. You better have the audio. If you only got text, I can't even claim that that's her. She holds no power, bro. She's getting beat the hell up in the middle of hotel lobbies next to the elevator. She don't have no weight. So if a nigga's willing to do that, what makes me think he's not regulating her phone calls? He's not regulating her phone. Y'all talk about abusive boyfriends and pimps and all that. Don't they fucking hold their girlfriend? Don't they go through their stuff? Ain't she like, she got to pee with the door open type stuff? Just saying. The Diddy case, you could call him a monster, that's fine. But he's a monster in a deck of monsters that have a creator. They have, like, someone's giving them these opportunities to do what they're doing. Why did Diddy take a bunch of white rock star remixes? Like, think about it. Nobody ever thought about that. A lot of the stuff that the Rod Stewart stuff, think about who he's paying. Sting. Think about who he's paying. Nobody's even looking at it like that. Y'all got a black dude. Yeah, he took a couple black cuts too, but I'm saying his biggest numbers 80s rock stars, 80s rock music, white dudes. He paying them. So who is really like y'all talk about Clyde Davis? Like, bruh, who's really letting him do what he's doing, knowing they're gonna get the return on that? Y'all not thinking about the samples he took. Y'all not thinking about all the stuff he gave Big. Bruh, look at all the samples he took, bro. This is all under Bad Boy Entertainment. This motherfucker knew what he was doing. Jay-Z was doing it a little bit too, but man, Jay-Z was doing it too. Who's he paying? Be all right. That's that song, Cars and shit. Do-no-no-no, or do-no. He like cut it, but still. Y'all gotta look at stuff, bro. Y'all gotta look at samples and copyrights and who you taking from and why would you take this and like who you paying. Sting talk about he still get $2,000 I think every month or every week. Did he? Like he admitted that shit for that song he took. Every breath I take. It's like, bro, Sting still gets like 2 G's every week, something like that. So who is he empowering? And who else do you know that be doing, child rings and kidnapping people and holding people hostage? Like who else do you know be doing that? And then who is he rolling with? What did we learn from the Diddy case? They got tapes. They got tapes, yo. They got mad fucking tapes. I don't care what nobody says. They got mad tapes of all types of sick shit. And they're not going to give it to the public. They're not going to give us the Epstein. They're not going to give us the Diddy tapes. They're not going to give us a plethora of other tapes that they got, but they got them. And it was proven through the Diddy case. That is the Pandora's box that we opened. They got snuff films. They got footage. Not snuff films, but they got mad footage. They got mad footage of things. You don't think they be allowing them dudes in the prisons to be recording and shit? You don't think they watch the internet? You talk about the FBI, the Facebook, they're all over everywhere. It's all controlled by them. Who gave you these penitentiary videos? Was it sent to your phone? Do you got a homie with a hot, line inside? Is that how y'all getting these footages? Or are they showing it to you on what you guys said is FBI ran apps? So they got footage of all types of shit. That's what we learned. We learned there wouldn't be a client list. There would not be a client list. There wouldn't be Diddy at a certain time of the night collecting cell phones. If stuff wasn't going down. Cassie video showed there's violence, there's drama. What else do you think they're hiding? Get out the pornography part. Think about all the violence. Think about all the manipulation, the control and shit. Diddy clowning somebody wrapped under a blanket. Recording it. Why? See, that's the game plan. But what I'm saying is it's a fuck you to the people because they showing you in your face. Think about all these kids they got in here. It was vote or die. Diddy was with Barack. He created the cages. Yeah, he deported a lot of people, but what the fuck that got to do with the children? They already moved in little shacks and shit. I don't need y'all no more. Ghost.